I think that you're hearing today, the implications are significant. We have a group of incredibly strong women who were demeaned in the workplace. I think that that's injustice right there. But I think it gets worse and worse. So my colleagues on the right have argued that courts are too busy, dockets are too full. And that's the reason to shunt these cases into arbitration, where they can allegedly be dealt with cheaper, faster, easier. And I just want to point out that, first of all, they're not being dealt with cheaper, faster, or easier. They're not being dealt with at all. Very few victims ever decide to go into arbitration. So the company line that the Chamber of Commerce likes to feed us, or some of us, is just false. And so that means that there's deep injustice in that we have a two-tiered system, right? We have a system for big companies who get to go to court, and then we have a system for victims who have to be forced into arbitration. I'd also just say as an aside, if there really is a question about whether court dockets are too full, then this body should just appoint more judges, right? The way to deal with that problem is not to force people into a system that they don't want, they don't need, and is deeply unfair, but instead it's to just appoint more judges. I also think, representatively, I think this is an important point, and that'll be my last point. There's a deep problem and an injury that happens to the law itself when cases are not brought in public courts and are docketed on the public system. We lose something. We lose something about what makes this country great, which is law. And law has to have people, inputs, to develop, to move forward, and to evolve. Right now, a lot of cases are not getting before judges. They're not hearing those cases. And what happens is that law itself starts to stagnate. So I think the harms are cascading. They're multiple, they're deep, and it's time to put them to an end.